I have one big issue with Mortal Kombat 1. What's up, guys? My name is unCAGEDgamez. Welcome back. It's back to another Mortal Kombat 1 video. Today, we're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat 1. Recently, we played the stress test, and I played a lot of it. Some of you guys might have seen our live streams over on Twitch, twitch.tv/unCAGEDgamez. We did a subathon, and we streamed for like 29 hours straight, and then we played later that day, and then we played the next day as well. We played pretty much until it was over with, the stress test. So now, after playing many hours of MK1, what do I think about it? What did I like? What I didn't like? What are my thoughts on the game? I actually recorded a video of my thoughts on MK1 when I played it at Summer Game Fest, but I didn't upload that video because I only had 30 minutes with the game, so it wasn't really that much time for me to give my actual thoughts on the game. But now that I played all 4 characters that were available at the stress test, Kenshi, Kitana, Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, used all the cameo fighters, and played several hours of the stress test, I can now give my thoughts on Mortal Kombat 1, what I liked and what I didn't like. And yes, there are things I don't like in MK1. What? Crazy. Cage is a kiss up. He loves NetherRealm. He loves it. No. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. If I don't like something, I'm gonna say it. And well, I got some things I don't like and I want, hopefully, changed when the full game comes out. The stress test is made for many reasons. 1, to test out the online, but 2, to get feedback from players. I'm pretty much gonna rapid fire the things I liked about the game, because the things I liked, I'm pretty sure everyone else can agree liked about the game. I'll dive more in depth with the things I didn't like. So let's get out all the good stuff. 1, the game looks fantastic, man. The scenery, the background stages, the character designs, all of it just looks beautiful. Even with the gameplay reveal trailer showing off some more stages, like the fireworks stage and the forest stage, every single one, I haven't seen a bad stage. Usually when I play a Mortal Kombat game, a NetherRealm game, there are stages like I'm like, oh man, this stage sucks. This stage again, man, why would you pick this stage? But there are no bad stages. Every stage looks beautiful, and I believe, don't quote me on this, but from what we were able to play in the stress test, you can do a day or night setting. So you can play Johnny Cage's mansion in the day, and you can see a lot of big inflatables in his pool, but at night you see like one inflatable, a little small one. It's really cool, and I love the variety of the stages, and they just look amazing. So number 1 thing MK1 got right, it looks awesome. Characters, let's just talk about them really quick. Every character in MK1 stress test looked beautiful. I loved all their designs. Usually when a game comes out, I don't like some of the characters' base default designs. Honestly, if they didn't add any skin in Mortal Kombat 1 and just had these skins only, I would not be mad about it. Obviously, we know that there are going to be skins in the game. Johnny Cage is getting a Jean-Claude skin, so we're going to get more skins. But if they didn't add any more skins, I would be okay. The skins that they have, the default outfits, just look so awesome. Kitana has never looked more beautiful. Liu Kang looks like a freaking beast. I love Sub-Zero. Kenshi looks awesome. They absolutely went ham with the designs, and I can't wait to see the rest of the roster, because if this is what the 4 characters look like, the other characters must look as good or even better. Is the game fun? Yes, the game is tons of fun. Cameo fighters. Let's talk about cameo fighters. That is one of the best things that made the MK1 online experience fun. The cameo fighters, and coming up with those cool, swaggy, call in your cameo fighter combos. Yes, it's a little tricky at first. I've seen a couple people saying, oh, MK1's gameplay is not for me. It's too difficult. It's all about timing. It's just, you gotta practice it and you'll get the hang of it. I had to go through the classic tower because there was no practice mode. I had to go through the classic tower and try the timing over and over, and I got it eventually. So it's one of those things that's a brand new feature. It's gonna take time to get the hang of. No one knows how to ride a bike right off the bat. You're not gonna be a master at using cameos right off the bat. You're going to need practice, and when the full game comes out, maybe when the beta comes out, they'll add a practice mode and we can learn more about the cameo fighters. Luckily, it didn't take me too long before I got the hang of the cameo fighter timing and all that. Cameo fighters make this game feel so much more fun and action-packed. In previous Mortal Kombat games, let's take an example, Mortal Kombat 11, there were periods of time where you just see the 2 fighters standing there and not doing anything, like super uncommon, because there's always something happening on screen. Either you're doing a move, your opponent's doing a move, or they're doing a cameo fighter call-in, or you're calling in a cameo fighter, there's stuff happening all the time, and it is amazing. Can I say big props to NetherRealm for making air combos so much fun in Mortal Kombat 1. Sometimes I forget that I'm playing a Mortal Kombat game when all this stuff is happening on screen, and that's a good thing, by the way. Like, I want to be indulged in the realm of this new Mortal Kombat, and I feel like I'm playing a brand new Mortal Kombat. It doesn't feel like copy and paste from an old game. You know how companies take a game and just copy, paste it, release it the next year? Well, Mortal Kombat 1 does not feel like a copy and paste of anything we've played before. It has similarities to other MK games, but it's a completely different feel, and I think that's what makes it stand out for being one of the better MK games. How was the online experience? I think I played maybe close to 200 games of online in MK1. I've only had experiences that were laggy, maybe like less than 10 times. So that's good. This is where they iron out the kinks, and then they'll re-release the MK1 online again for the beta, add more people into the online pool, test out the servers then, and then if there's any issues, iron it out for the full release in September. But overall, my experience with MK1 online was a lot of fun. One of my favorite things that I loved about MK1, there's a lot of things I really liked about MK1. I don't know if balance is the right word, but I'm just going to use it for what I'm going to try to say here. Balanced characters. I love that every character I played in MK1, Kenshi, Kitana, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, they all felt very solid characters. One character didn't feel super overpowered to the other character. Liu Kang, I fought Liu Kangs that were godlike. They would do like 50% combos, no problem. Sub-Zero, so strong. Ice clones, oh man, it's so crazy. Kenshi, if you've seen Sonic Fox use Kenshi, holy, that man makes Kenshi look so good. Kitana is great too. Her combos just flow like butter. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I'm gonna say it. It flows like butter. Every character felt great to use in MK1. I wasn't picking a character and saying, oh man, I don't really think I have a good chance of beating my opponent. No, when I picked a character, it just felt like even playing fields. Yes, you know, you gotta play a little different depending on your opponent's playstyle, but overall, every character felt solid. In previous games, one character was stronger than the other, like extremely stronger than the other. This game, I don't really feel that way. And I think also a thing that helps that is the cameo fighters. You might have a character, base roster character, that's not super strong, still solid, but with the cameo fighter, that character will help you and assist you, making your gameplay that much stronger. I love that you can mix and match, and every character you pick just feels good to play with. So if the rest of the MK1 roster is equally as fun and strong as the 4 characters that we got, oh my goodness, MK1 will be fighting game of the century. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the things I didn't like about MK1. Let's address this really small thing. I really enjoyed playing Kitana in the stress test. She, like I said, has really stylish looking combos. Her gameplay is beautiful. Everything is awesome. The one thing that I hate so much is how slow her fatal blow is. Okay, NetherRealm, if you're watching this, please just make the fatal blow speeds of Kitana just slightly faster, because holy, when you use it, your opponent could like put down the controller, go make a sandwich, come back, and then still block. It's so slow. It's so slow. So if they can bump up the speeds of Kitana's fatal blow, that'd be amazing. Small nitpick. All right, now let's dive deeper in on the things I didn't like. The second thing I didn't like about MK1, actually, this is the main thing. This is gonna be the rest of the video here. I really need to talk about this because this is the one thing I feel like if they fixed, MK1 will be one of the funnest games to play / watch / just consume. Right now, the game, I would give it, gameplay wise, I would give MK1 a solid like 8.5. Maybe even 9. It's like, it's that enjoyable. Like, I am itching that I can't play more MK1 right now. This is what they need to change for MK1. Please, NetherRealm, bump up the speeds. Why is the only issues that I have with MK1 speed? Like, Kitana, fatal blow, up that speed animation. But speed of the overall gameplay, I would like to get increased. There are times where you punish your opponent because they called in a cameo and you knock them out, so they're kind of standing there for a second, but you can't do anything because when you try to dash, for example, this is your opponent and this is you. You stun them with a projectile, and usually in MK games, you can run up, do a combo, dash up, do a combo. But in MK1, your character dash speed and movement speed is so slow. When you move in MK1, you move like this. When you dash in MK1, you move like this. It's so slow. Yes, the cameo fighters makes the game feel a lot faster because things are coming on the screen, but I feel that if they just bumped up the speeds of MK1, it doesn't have to be MKX speeds. Just bump it up a little bit more. I feel I am running on quicksand in MK1. It is so slow, and I'm gonna say that word so many times in this video because it's true. I feel I can't apply as much pressure because of how slow my characters are, and at that point, projectile characters will be superior in MK1. I said every character feel pretty solid in the roster of MK1 so far. Let's say there's a character in the roster that has guns or something, and they just zone you out. They shoot the guns, they call in their cameos to cover the skies and throw more projectiles. What do? You block, and then you take forever to creep on up, and then they knock you off and send you to the other side of the screen, and then you gotta do it again. A way to fix that: increase the movement speed. I was watching some of the pro players play MK1 stress test, and the most common complaint that I saw them saying as well is that they wish they could dash up or move faster to extend combos or apply the pressure. But most of the times when they try to dash up and do the combo extender, they don't dash far enough or they don't dash quick enough and they miss the timing. That could all be fixed if the speed was increased. Again, I'm not asking for MKX run mechanics, but if they want to add run mechanics, I mean, I would be down for that. I'm not asking for that. I'm just asking for the speed to be upped up just a tad, so some characters feel that they can move in on your opponent without taking 2 years. Now, some of you guys might be saying, Cage, maybe it's just a gameplay vision that they have where the characters move slow because you can call in your cameo fighters to kind of cover you and then you can work your way in. True, maybe that is why they did that. But this is my thoughts on the stress test, so let me say what I want to say, okay? I would like the speeds of MK1 to be upped up, and I feel like everyone would not be mad if they increase the speed. It would just make the game a lot faster, even more enjoyable to watch. I'm excited to see MK1 at EVO, or, well, it's not gonna be competed at EVO this year, but it will be playable at EVO. So if you guys are at EVO, you can play it. Also, you will see me because I'm going to EVO this year. Say hi if you see me. I'm excited to see MK1 at its first tournament, and when it does happen, I know that the gameplay that the pro players are gonna provide are gonna be phenomenal. But just imagine the speeds increase. That will make the game that much more faster paced, that much more action packed. I think it's a win-win. So that was the big thing I didn't like about the MK1 gameplay, and actually, funny enough, that was my same thoughts when I played at Summer Game Fest, if they could up the speeds just a little bit. So that has still stayed the same. I guess the last thing I didn't really like about MK1 is the up block move. So if you don't know, in MK1 you can actually hold block, which you would block normal, or you can hold block and then move your direction up, and then he can do an up block. What's up block? I don't know. What's up with you? It didn't feel natural to do the up block. I feel like the switch stance button, which is the left trigger, if they just made that button the up block button, I feel like that could be pretty good use of that button instead of the switch stance. Why is the switch stance button still in Mortal Kombat? What has that button ever done? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Does that switch stance actually do something? Because I think it's just there just so they could cover a button. NetherRealm, you have a button, assign it and make it the up block. I feel a lot more people would use it if it's a dedicated button. I played, like I said, nearly 200 games, and I think I only ran into like 2 people that threw the up block up. And when they did, they didn't land it as successfully. And I feel like because you can kind of see it when it happens, they just block and then they move up. But if it's like a button where they can just automatically do that, maybe more people would use it. Just a thought, not that big of a deal. I just wanted to throw that in there just because we're just kind of talking about my thoughts. But the big thing, NetherRealm, speed. I have a need for speed. But those are my final thoughts on the MK1 experience. Overall, I think the game's a lot of fun. Like I said, I think I give it a 8.5, 9 experience. But if they just upped up the speeds and have every character feel balanced enough, dude, this game is a 10 out of 10. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for more characters, which I feel like July is kind of an empty month. Well, besides my birthday, you know what it is. We have to wait all of July until August is when Evo happens. So I feel like if there's anything going to be revealed, it'll probably be some characters coming out or getting shown in July. So if any of those things do get shown, I'll be sure to cover it right here on the channel. So subscribe and ring the bell icon so you guys get notified every time we upload a brand new video. The YouTube analytics says that more than half of you guys watching the videos are not subscribed. Help me out, click that subscribe button and join the sub club. Comment down below and let me know what are your guys' likes and dislikes from what you guys saw from the MK1 stress test. Maybe another round will see your feedback and make those changes, because I mean, the game's not out yet. They have time to fix things or adjust things. So let me know all your thoughts and feedback down below. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. Mine is unCAGEDgamez, and you just got Cage. First clean render for the homeboy Johnny Cage. We got Kenji looking cool. We got Kung Lao. We got Melina. We got Raiden. Oh man, these renders are so